Alright, folks, how we doing today? It's Turtle Time here again. And I figured I got a bunch of cards in from TCGPLAYER. I'm going to be opening them up, going through them. I figured why not open them up with you guys and have a little talk about used cards in the used card market. And, man, I don't even know where to begin with this. First of all, the big one to me, right? Because as I always say, I'm a pretty new Magic player. So the big one to me is, how do you know you're not buying fake cards, right? Because that's always been a huge concern of mine. I mean, like, you look at some of these and, the majority of these were pretty cheap. Some of these anime cards, a couple of the Sabras, I love the anime Sabra. So a couple of these were $2, $3, $4, nothing particularly crazy expensive. Wow, some of these are pringled badly, unfortunately. Love Ellie Wick. I'm going to be building a whole deck around her for sure. Agent of the Iron Throne. Oh, man. I mean, these look phenomenal, and you would think they'd be super hard to copy, and it turns out no. No, they're really not all that hard to copy. And if anybody's wondering why I have just a crazy amount of Baldur's Gate here, a buddy of mine just got into Baldur's Gate Dungeons & Dragons game. And I think I talked him into playing Magic, but he, of course, wants to play Shadowheart. So as you see, we've got a Shadowheart in here just for him. I'm going to build him a deck, and we're going to play a little bit of Magic. Yeah, so how do you really tell a real card from a fake card? And luckily, when you have a lot of samples like this, you have a lot to compare to. But what I'm going to do is, I don't think I have anything here except for maybe these two Lord of the Rings poster cards. I don't think there's anything else here that I don't have a card that I know is real from a set, because I either personally bought the pack or I just trust the source. I know that they bought it straight from the store. So these two are iffy, but other than those, I'm just going to use one of these for the most part, Jeweler's Loop, and I'm just going to compare the ink. Make sure that they all look real and right and they have the correct markings on them. And you can find many, many lists online of what the correct markings on a Magic card are. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not the guy. I've not been doing this long enough. I don't know enough about it. I'm just a collector who likes to collect things that are pretty. And God, these are pretty cards. Got a Karlach, and the Karlach was like $8. That one stung a little more, but that actually is in much better condition, which is a little alarming. That it's not a foil though. Yeah, that's probably why. So we get Karlach, Raised by Giants. That is though. It's that Surge foil, I guess is what they call that. So yeah, I bought a bunch of the backgrounds. I bought a whole bunch of the commanders. I have another one of the, I forgot about that Shadow of the Enemy, which is just, now I'm confident that's real. When it's that pringled of a card, it's pretty safe to say that one's real. I forgot I got 3 of those. Agent of the Shadow Thieves. God, those look good. I love that Surge foil. I believe it's Surge foiling. I love that style of the foiling though. But yeah, a whole bunch of these Baldur's Legend cards, or Baldur's Gate Legend cards, yada yada. I'll see if I can get him to play some Magic with me and we'll have a good time. But yeah, other than putting these underneath a jeweler's loop, double checking the ink and all that, I don't really know a way to double check these personally, right? So, you find your list online, you go through them, but how do you know for sure they're real? And guys, I mean, that's, oh, I love it. That's really all we've got, unfortunately. That's the best I can give you, is just find your list, get your jeweler's loop, check your ink. If you're buying whole packs and you think somehow you just got scammed into buying an entire pack of fake cards, rip that bitch open and rip a card in half. And I've always heard that if the ink is not blue on the inside, you got a fake card. So that's pretty easy to tell, I guess. But I'm also not about to start destroying these to make sure. And I don't know that I'll bother to check all of them. I bought these to have fun with a buddy. I got a couple of the Jurassic Park cards laying around. I can check those against. I just didn't pull Blue and Owen. Background enchantments. That's not an enchantment. So yeah, I get a decent set of the background enchantments. I got a decent amount of the background commanders here. I think I've probably got some duplicates. I know I've got, at the very least, an extra Shadow Heart on the way because I bought both printings. Just to make sure we got the printing he wanted, right? If we're going to get him to play with us, we want to make sure we have exactly what the homie wants to play with. But yeah, so then, beyond just, is it a real card, where do you buy them, right? And as you see, I bought mine at TCGPLAYER. I've bought, I believe, from Card Kingdom in the past as well, and I used to do most of my business with Troll and Toad, but we know how that went, don't we? They don't buy and sell loose magic product anymore. Man, so I love the partner system with these two cards, or with the partner system in general, but especially when the cards go together, right? Well, not just any random piece of shit can be thrown together, but these are made to be partnered to each other. I love it. I love that mechanic. So I had to pick those two up. For Bilbo, I had a specific deck I wanted to build with the Bilbo, where I was thinking a Savra, a Emilia from the new Ixalan set. I think I have one kicking around. And then, who else? Tessa, the Orzhov card. Maybe even the Karlov of the Ghost Council. I mean, there's a lot of potential here. If I would gain life, gain an extra life. A lot of these cards, when you gain life, like, yeah, gain life, put 2 counters on so these two. These go side by side. Throw those in a deck together, man, that could be potentially problematic for other people. So I bought Bilbo. I just thought he'd be a fun commander. You know, I figured I'd build a deck around him as well and have a little bit of fun with it. I know I have an extra Delighted Halfling on the way. This card is just too good. A 1-cost mana dork that does all kinds of crazy shit, right? So, had to have that. And then Shadow of the Enemy foil. Man, the pringling on these is so bad that how could this not be real? But I'll double check that too. You never know. A Treebeard, I want to build a defense turtle deck with. Assigns damage equal to toughness, right? And there's a lot of powerful cards that can play into a deck that does this. So yeah, I'm gonna build myself a nice Treebeard deck, I think, as well. I wish that would focus. There we go, focusing a little bit better. Dude, what a great card, man. I have no idea what the original Doran the Siege Tower looks like, does. Couldn't fucking tell you. But I know that Treebeard fucks. That's all he has to do. I believe I bought the Hue just because it was cheap as shit. Nobody likes this card, but hey, that's the Lord of the Rings poster card, isn't it? I think it was like $2. And that's going in a deck with the Three Sisters. That is going to be a really good deck, I think. So I can't wait. I can't wait to put that together. So yeah, there's a few different places to buy your cards. I'm mostly just TCGPLAYER now. I buy a lot of bulk products, so I have a lot of the new cards. I've still got a couple more Karlov Manor boxes that will open on stream or on video. Yeah, I've got a bunch more used cards coming in. I might make another video when they come in. I think I have some beta coming in, some beta cards, and I don't know how to check those, honestly. So if you're watching this, do you have any tips on how to check my beta cards or the older Magic? Would love to know some tips on those because I have no idea. Oh man, I love the anime art though. Such beautiful. It's like, I don't want to say it's the whole reason I play Magic is the anime art cards, but I did start playing at Kamigawa, so it's a big part of it. It is a big part of it. But guys, thank you for checking out my cards with me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.